I know that this is it. 'Cause I know that I'm giving you a love.
Well, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Listen, so I decided to come on in here on this Sunday. I went out, had brunch with a friend of mine. We went to Saks, had, you know, did a little thing, bought some stuff, and I decided to come on because, I mean, why not? I felt like it, right? I hope y'all having a good Sunday. It is November the 9th, and there's a lot going on. So I wanted to come in here and talk about it. And I hope that you guys, enjoy my commentary as I tell y'all about some stuff I seen, child. Whew, it has been a day. So I did not know that Ice Spice and what's her name? Barney B? Oh, Cardi B. I did not know that they were beefing. Like I really didn't. I thought because okay. Hear me out. So Ice Spice lost her boyfriend supposedly, allegedly. She lost her boyfriend to, Lotto's little sister. Now, normally where it's a little smoke, it's some fire. So we're gonna see how that play out because at the end of the day, somebody gonna have to step out with somebody eventually, right? But I didn't know that she was having a beef with Cardi B. Like I heard something about something, but I didn't really like look into it because I really, to be honest, I didn't give a damn. You hear me? I didn't care. So I seen this little article and I was like, what? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about it. And then there was a couple other things that I saw as well. Now, I will say, it's one topic that I am going to bring you guys that, listen, look, I'm just telling you what's out there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know this man personally. I don't know that man personally. And from what has been public and put out there from courts and all kind of other stuff, I don't know how much this lady, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how you got somebody who they come and they tell you something and you like, I want to believe you. I do believe you. I'm skeptical. It's like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like they got all the gossip, so you just like, okay, I feel like you know what you talk. I don't know, and then it's kind of like the way that she positioned herself, where it's not like she's actually talking. Well, she's really not talking; she's just asking questions. So it's the other part. Anyway, we're gonna get to that in a minute, and then I also want to talk about the Michael Jackson thing. Well, let me get that out the way because I meant to talk about that yesterday, and I don't know how I missed that because I actually opened up talking about it and then I totally missed it. So wait a minute now. Let me make sure because last time, okay, I just had to make sure, child. Because look, if I had not been recording, well, it's only 3 minutes, so I would have went head on and pressed record anyway. But if it would have been past 4 minutes, it would have been tomorrow. Okay, so I do want to talk about quite a few things, and I'm gonna get the Michael Jackson out the way just because you know what? I'm not about to do the Michael Jackson. I am about to talk about what's important and what's going on right now. So there are workers across. You know what? There are workers overseas in U.S. bases that are going without pay, as some are directed to food pantries. Now you know this is absolutely ridiculous. So I want to play this audio. Well, I really would like for you guys to see it, but I don't believe that they had it on it. Anyway, but I'm just gonna tell you guys about it. So workers at some overseas U.S. military bases are going without pay during the shutdown, with employees on at least one base in Germany directed to food pantries before local officials stepped in. Now, active duty military personnel across the world have continued to get paychecks during the shutdown throughout the funding to pay, though the funding to pay them could, dry up this month if no guarantee is reached. Now, but it chokes me up in somewhat because I am a veteran, so this hits home for me because I remember when I first went into the military. I didn't go in as an officer. I went in enlisted. So when I first went in, you're not really making any money. You are really just barely making money to just to suffice to the next paycheck. And that's really how the military life is. They're not extra balling in the military. Like if they create like some type of hobby that pays them or get some type of side hustle, then yes. But I mean, you can manage your money in the military, but you're still just managing pennies in a sense. Like you have to really create an outside type of job, or like if you get deployed or something and you really save that money and then you invest it. But you get what I'm saying? Like you have to really have a hustling mentality, because if you are just check to check in the military, you will be broke. You really will. You really will be broke, right? Now, local civilians employed on overseas bases have already seen their salaries disrupted, with thousands going without pay since the longest shutdown in the U.S. history, right? It's been like 6 weeks now. At the largest U.S. military base in Europe, official guidance directed local workers to food banks before German officials stepped in to cover the funding gap. A list of support organizations on the shutdown guidance website for the U.S. Army garrison base include German food sharing charity Food for All, the app Too Good to Go, and a couple of the German places which described as an umbrella. They have one place that's an umbrella organization that distributes food to people in poverty through its more than like 900 food banks across the country, right? The list was removed sometime on Wednesday. So they're not sure why they removed the list, but the list was removed. Now, the Defense Department said that the guide was for foreign nationals employed on the base and not intended for U.S. troops or military, Army military personnel. Now, a Pentagon spokesperson told NBC News on Friday that the list was created weeks ago when the U.S. Army was concerned that its German employees might not be getting paid during the shutdown. Now, soldiers and U.S. civilian employees have access to several support programs on their bases, the spokesperson added. Soldiers did, in fact, get paid at the end of October. Okay? So the German government stepped in to pay the salaries of nearly 11,000 of of civilian workers who worked on the military bases. Now, the nation's finance minister said in a statement, it is counting on being repaid once the shutdown ends. Okay, these people not doing it just for the shits and the giggles. We want our money back, and I mean immediately. Now, when some governments have stepped in to foot the bill, others have not done so, with employees in Italy and Portugal working unpaid as the gridlock in Washington drags on. Now, I've been to both, and let me tell you something. Italy is overrated. I would say go just to go, because it's just like with sushi. Try all of them so that you know what you like and what you don't like, versus just saying I hate all sushi, because there's just so many different types, right? But Portugal, absolutely fabulous, child. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything you look at look like you looking at a picture that you might see in someone's house, or you might just purchase for your own, and you're like, dang, it looks so beautiful. I would love to just see it in person. That's just the everywhere there. It looks like that. Well, like everything, it just looked like everything. Everything was just a picture to me. It was just I just enjoyed it. I was only there for like 3 days, so but it was just nice. It was nice. Now, I will say this. This is having dramatic effects on Italian workers and just everyone all around, right? Like the local employees are paid through various ways by the country, and it's based on a specific agreement, with the US government. So it's just a lot that's going on, and I don't think that the politicals some of the I just don't feel like people really understand, because they're not losing money, they're still getting paid. But I feel like if it was the law that was changed, or an amendment added, that if the government shuts down, all congressional people, they didn't get paid as well, I bet there would be no type of shutdown again in the history of the American people or country or whatever. Like it would stop. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not feeling it. And I remember a friend of mine said, because he had a son and his son passed away from cancer. And I remember he was just like, people don't, they just didn't understand how he felt until, they had that shoe on their foot. And I get it, because you don't understand how people feel. You can sympathize, empathize, but it's only so much, right? Now, during the shutdown, local employees were expected to continue to perform their duties in accordance with their work contracts, right? Because even in their work contracts, they say, "Hey, we're gonna pay y'all, even though you're not getting, you're not working." Now, a Pentagon spokesperson said, "We value the important contributions of our local national employees around the world." Now, is he saying that, let me see here. He's saying locals working as contractors at the bases are generally most at risk of losing pay. Yes, that is true as being a contractor because it is like a at-will type job. She added that the U.S. government in the past always paid back full-time employees, but that contractors are not always covered, which is why some added extra features in their contracts cover potential government funded shutdowns. So I doubt anyone anticipated this length of a delay, and that's just what it is. Um, yeah, as a contractor, you do take that risk. I've worked overseas contracting, not as I was overseas with the military as well, but I've contracted as well. I did the military, then I got out the military, and then I started contracting. But yeah, you are it is at will work. You know what I mean? So if I tell you I'm ready to go, I quit. I got to be out of there within 24 hours. If you tell me I'm fired, I got to be out of there within 24 hours. I've never been fired before, but I'm just saying like it's 24 hours to, get that person out of the area. So yeah, like how do you guys feel about that? Like our military personnel are damn near starving. Like, do you care? I mean, I care. I care because one, I was one of those people, and then two, you need the military because everyone is not trying to serve in the military. So you got to be thankful for the ones that's willing to do it, you know. And not everyone that goes in the military is just doing it just because they want to go to war. Some people are doing it just because they love the country. It's not that I want to, you know, get unalive for the country, but I love the country. And if I have to go and do my 4 years, 3 years, 6 years, 8 years, then I'll do it. Now, if something pops off while I'm in there, that's just what happens. Because let me tell y'all something. Because when I went into the military, there was nothing going on. There was no war. There was nothing. And then boom, I'm in AIT and 9/11 happened. I was like, why do you want to start some war when I get into the military? I was took through. I was, okay, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down. I really was mad. Because I was like, y'all couldn't do this earlier? Like right before I signed. Y'all couldn't do this because I wouldn't have went in. Like I really didn't. I went in because of the benefits. I met people who went in because their people were military, so they just wanted to have it on their record. I had family members that had went in the military. I didn't care about that. I knew that if I went in and I did my time, then I could, I have the benefits, I'll have the education, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have the benefits that I need. Plus, I have it on my resume that I was in the military. Like, I was young. Like, who wouldn't love to see that? You know what I mean? Like, if I don't have anything on there, I at least have that. You get what I'm saying? But no, they want to start a damn war. And I was telling my friend, because me and my friend went in together, we went in on the buddy system, and I was like, well, hold on. How long I been on here? Hold on. Let me see here. It's been, okay, it's past. I was like, bitch, you see what you did? Because, see, she wanted to go in. Let me tell y'all something. She wanted to go in. I wasn't thinking about going into the military. And it's, okay, so I can't tell y'all her business, but long story short, she ended up having to wait. She was like, let's say, for example, she's supposed to leave um, in January. Well, she couldn't leave in January. She had to wait until July. So when July came, I was like, yeah, you know what? No, not July. Like, let's say, yeah, she was gonna leave in July. But like May came and she was like, you sure you don't want to go with me? And I was like, you know what? Okay, let's go. You get what I'm saying? Because if she would have left in January, she just would have been gone. I wouldn't have went. You get what I mean? But I'm glad that things happened the way that it did, because that was like the best decision that I ever made. Like that was one of the best decisions that I ever made, and it just worked out. You know what I mean? So I enjoyed it. But yeah, this is just absolutely crazy. Like I never just thought it'd be to the point. Like we already poor in the military, but the fact that now like the government isn't there, because it's a lot of military people that are on that use welfare. Like the housing is free. Well, it's not free, but it come out of our checks, but it's still subsidized by taxpayers and things of that nature. So y'all gotta understand, like the military people are already like poor on poverty level, right? So, and now you cutting the food stamps to the people that actually fight your wars. You really trying to get these people to snap, and that's what I believe the whole point is. And speaking of snap, child, now y'all know everybody was trying to go off on our black sister. Yes, Ketanji. Everybody was trying to go off on Miss Brown. Justice. Call her Miss Justice. And here's the thing, everybody is quick to blame a black woman, and then when they actually look at the paperwork, they realize she actually did the best thing for the freaking nation. And now you got everybody retracting, all these people of other persuasions. And I love my other persuasions, Caucasians. I do. Hell, I had me a little something, something. Child, don't get me started. Listen, I do not discriminate. I do not discriminate. As long as he is nice, he treats me good. Listen, I enjoy a good time. Don't judge me. Shit. Okay. Anyway, let me get y'all out my business. So the White House appealed to the Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson after a judge ordered the Trump administration to pay full SNAP payments by Friday. Now listen, now I know when Trump heard that this had to go in front of her, he already knew he wasn't about to get nothing going. You get what I'm saying? Like you know how like if your mama like if you about to ask your mama to do something, she like go ask your daddy, you like, oh, so you really don't even want me to do it. You just want him to be the one to tell me no. Oh, okay. Cause see, that's what we doing. You get what I'm saying? Cause you already know if you just say yeah, he gonna go along with you. But you telling me to go ask your daddy. I ain't even about to go ask him because I already know he's gonna say no. Because he's gonna say, your mama told you to come ask me. Oh, well then you already know what it is. You get what I'm saying? Like, why we doing this? This whole mind thing that these parents be doing. Well, that's anyway. I'm grown now, but I'm just saying, people be playing these games. I don't know about the person. I'm just that's somebody had told me, just in case somebody listening. Anyway, but yeah, Miss Jackson, Justice Jackson, she ruled on Friday that the payments until the U.S. Court of Appeals for the First Circuit can decide whether to block the order pending, an appeal. Right now, she wrote in her motion, she said, given the First Circuit's representation, an administrative stay is required to facilitate the First Circuit's expeditious resolution of the pending stay motion. That is what she wrote Friday. Now, the White House filed an appeal with Justice Jackson because she handles emergency appeals arising from the First Circuit by default. Mhm. Our attorneys will not stop fighting day and night to defend and advance Trump's agenda. What kind of BS is that? Early Friday, the Court of Appeals denied Trump's request to stay the lower court's order. The Trump administration responded by asking the Supreme Court to intervene. Jackson's ruling is stunning because she previously slammed the Supreme Court for siding with Trump in an unrelated ruling. So that's how they are taking this. However, this is not a bad thing. What she is doing is she is saying, hey, I am sending this back down to you guys because one, it's going to take us longer, the Supreme Court, it's going to take us longer to deal with this because we got a lot of things going on up here, child. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't got time right now. Like, we got the time, but it's going to take a little longer. And they might try to stall out because, a couple of these folks up here is his homies. And then who's to say once we get it, they gonna side with y'all. So what if they stall it off for like another 2 weeks or after Thanksgiving, and then they end up ruling to where y'all don't even get it because no, what I'm gonna do is because we're gonna go ahead on and circumvent all this BS and we're gonna send it on back down there to some liberal judges because these judges up here, hell, they, Google them. They got records. They these people. We're gonna go and send it on back down there to these people, have them go ahead on and decide on it, and I'm gonna put in a hasty manner. And that means her to, her to, her to, hurry up. That's what that means. When somebody put in there and they tell you that I'm gonna need you to do it in an expeditious manner, that means I'm gonna need you to hurry the hell up. And I mean quickly, like hurry up. Give me, you supposed to be here to pick me up at 4 o'clock, and it's 4:15, and you calling me? Oh, I don't already. I'm expeditiously on my way to you. You get what I mean? You ain't gotta come pick me up. I'm already on my way to you, cause you already knew what time I got off. Whew, wait a minute. Anyway, and speaking of tragedies, y'all know Trump. Okay, now how long for the people who believe in certain things, right? How long are y'all gonna be believing in whatever Trump telling y'all? You know what I mean? Like it's getting to the point where I mean, like at some point you gotta just say, all right, now the wool is off, the veil is gone. I see what you're doing. Cause it's like really like he went on this whole thing where he was trying to get people to turn against pretty people. He went on this thing where I mean, come on now. He just is just, and I'm saying the pretty people comment because it's just how ridiculous it is, right? So now the next dumb thing that's being said that I'm hoping that people aren't, going into, but we will see, right? Okay, it's official. Trump is promising to send $2,000 tariff dividends to most Americans. Now, that's what he's saying. Now y'all know the people who was invested in that Dogecoin or whatever, or that Trump coin, or whatever coin it was, they still ain't received their cut check. They still waiting on their checks. But anyway, the money will come from trillions of dollars in tariffs collected by the Trump administration in 2025. Now, listen, now if it's trillions and trillions of dollars, and it's I think you could get more than $2,000 per person if it's trillions of dollars, right? Right? I would think so. Now, Trump made the announcement on his Truth Social app. Now, they said that social app is losing money. So maybe he's trying to get some more clickbait going on. But the word is that last quarter they lost around 60 million, 70 million. That's allegedly, child. That's what the people saying. That's what the people saying. Now Trump made this announcement on his social media on that True Social. He made it today. I told you I'd be giving y'all fresh information. This is new, fresh. This is fresh. Ain't nobody gonna tell y'all that. This is fresh. He just said this, and this is what he said on his social app. He said, "People that are against tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt of 37 trillion. Y'all, y'all know he's saying that he is raking in trillions of dollars, right? Like I honestly believe that this man will be done raked over $1 trillion out this country, and it will be the greatest con scheme in American history. And the only reason that it was successful was because people hate people because of their complexion. Isn't that amazing? This country. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. But racism is amazing. Racism is funny as hell. These white people losing everything because they hate that we brown and black. Like we can't help that we brown and black. Like you can't help that you white. Like, what the hell? Like, you can help. Okay. You can help if you Catholic or Baptist, right? Because you can always change religions or just don't even be religious. But you cannot change. Okay, okay. I know people gonna say, well, you can change your color because they doing it in Jamaica, right? They bleaching the hell out of each other. But you understand what I'm saying? If you are born African American, oh, you just if you are born with a dark tone, because let's just move all this regional crap out, right? But if you're born dark, you're just born dark. If you're born white, you're born white. I mean, but to but to cut your nose, to spite your face, is absolutely just it's it's manic. Like, what the hell is wrong with you people? And I can sit back and laugh because I've been poor and I've had money and I've been in the middle and I've lived. And a lot of people haven't lived. They're so used to one thing to where this is where this is when people start doing you know a lot of y'all don't know how to a lot of y'all don't know how to struggle. And see, this is about to make a lot of y'all struggle. And y'all don't understand that a lot of people used to the struggle. Like my Mexican friends, my Spanish friends, my Latino friends. You know what I'm saying? Like my black people, some of my white folks used to the struggle. But see you yeah. See you ones who ain't used to the struggle that just thought that he was gonna make the ones used to the struggle even harder. Yeah. And tricks on you, ain't it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut this out because, child, the people gonna try to cancel me before I even get out, child. Anyway. Okay. We talking about the $2,000 check Trump sending the people. Y'all not getting on. I gotta. Oh, I got a waterfront. What is it in Ohio? Wait, not Ohio. In Nebraska or Utah? No, what is it? I don't know, but goddamn. Listen, all I'm saying is, if you waiting on this check for $2,000 from Trump, I have 9 children that I am supporting on my own with an abusive husband, and we living in a trailer. Now, if you could send me $3 to my cash app, I'd really appreciate it. That would help feed all my children. Thank you. Child, these people crazy. These people crazy. He said, but that $2,000 is not going to high income people. Everybody else gonna get it. So yeah. Um, I do want to make mention that remember when Trump said that he was going to send out $5,000 dividend checks to all of Americans back in July? Okay, all right, because he had said we have so much money coming in, we're thinking about a little rebate. Where is that at? Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Now he promised to send $2,000 payments to Americans on August 1st, but those checks never materialized. They had a senator out there from Missouri. He's a Republican. He sparked controversy when he introduced legislation to block Biden supporters from receiving dividend checks. Now, these people are very heartless. Every day, my friend told me this while we was having brunch today. Every day is a fight, and the most dangerous fight is within yourself, to be good or to be bad. And I don't have that fight in particularly because I be stoned, child. I be in my own little world. I be chilling. You hear me? Like I be in my only business, minding my only real, doing my only thing. I'm talking about do 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 do. I might need. Listen, if I had the money, I have security just so that they could watch my back, cause I don't be doing it. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get on to this man. So this man said, so this is not going to the hedge fund managers or all of the Biden voters, right? This is what he said in the War Room, well, on the War Room podcast back in July. This is not going to the Wall Street kingpins. They don't need any of it. This is going to the Trump blue collar voters, you know, the ones who love their sisters and date their mothers, the people who Joe Biden crushed. The people who Joe Biden, yeah, that's what it said. The people who Joe Biden crushed. I guess I always looked at the Democrat. Listen, I'm not a, I'm not really. Listen. I have my own viewpoints, child, and I don't think too many of y'all would like them if I told you. Speaking of liking, and if I told you, you know what? I don't know how I feel about former friends talking. Whether or not it's true or not, I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day gonna end, right? Okay. But still in all, if we were friends, like let's keep that friendly and cordial. Like I have people who I no longer affiliate with, but I still wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't talk bad about them or go out of my way to speak bad about them. Or even if somebody was around me, one, you're not about to talk about them around me because you already know that our bond was that close that you're not even about to play like that, even if I don't mess with them no more. But then at the same time, if it wasn't like that and you still feel the need, then I'll just tell you like, no, I don't even talk about that person. You get what I'm saying? Because like I don't even want to talk about you because I don't mess with you. So what do I want to talk about you for? I don't care what you got going on. Like I can see that you done went and got married. I will acknowledge nothing because I don't care. You ugly, the dress ugly, he ugly. I know that you a pick me, so it don't. So I know what type of man he is. A man that loves to pick me. Look, hey, it is what it is. You windmill with your mother on that one, child. I'm just saying. Some women are pick me, some women are strong, some women are this, some women are that. Hey, not every wife is a pick me, and not every pick me is a wife. That's all I'm saying. Now, speaking of pick me's and wives and lovers and friends and gay life and all kinds of shenanigans, Tyler Perry, why y'all keep that man name in y'all mouth? Dang, like if y'all just stop supporting him, he'll go somewhere. Goodness gracious. I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan. I think that he likes to try to exploit what he feels or what black women go through. And I don't know half the stuff he be talking about. Like some of that stuff I be saying, like, who the hell? Like, don't get me wrong. I understand that people go through things. And I totally understand that people can relate to certain things that people go through. But it's like this man, he just, oh my God, he just an energy vampire. Like he really just try to just suck all the soul out of you. And I don't, and not in a good way either. It's just like, I just don't. And then I would say he has had a couple movies that he had like less than a handful, or maybe a handful of movies that I would say were good movies, but it's because of the acting and they probably took control of how, because they such good actors and actresses that they took control. Like Taraji P, right? Like she gives me that she takes direction, but she's such a great actress that you have to give her little to none because she's gonna give it to you because she know how she, you know what I'm saying, like she know how she want to play that role. So he has a couple movies that I enjoy that one th was in them, and then two, he it's just his storylines just be hitting. I just don't be for him, man. Anyway, but let me get on with this story, child. Cause how long we up in here? Cause y'all not about to be saying I kept y'all in here on no Sunday. It's 34 minutes. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna try to get it down in the next 5 minutes, child. I can't listen. I can't say I will, but I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Ah. All right. Now, Tyler Perry, known for his hit inspirational dramas and mass media empire, is being called out by someone from his past, a man who says fame has completely changed the once down to earth Atlanta artist. You know what? Money do change people sometimes. But is it true that it changes it or that it just brings out who they really are? Like, let's just say you got a friend and y'all cool, and then they hit for like $100 million and you don't see them no more. Were they really your friend? Was that a relationship of convenience or was that a friendship? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta read the room. I don't know. You just gotta read the room. Now, according to the man named Walter, not Kenya Walter either. Because I heard somebody say, Kenya Walter? No, not Kenya's Walter. Uh, Walter says he was part of Tyler's close friend circle back in the early 2000s. The two used to spend long nights talking about art, ambition, and the challenges of growing up in the South. Now, Walter opened up in a Tasha K interview, previewed, we about to show you the preview, right? And says that Tyler was one of the most genuine and grounded people he knew before Hollywood came calling. I'm not surprised because everybody say that Hollywood changes you. I don't know if it's them party. I don't know if it's them Diddy parties or what. Or them Mike Rubio parties, the Rubin parties. You know them white parties, child. Now I want to know why they ain't had no parties since Diddy been in jail. Don't tell me Diddy was the life of the party. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Huh? Mm? Mm? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. Now, Tyler was like family, he says. We used to hang out all the time, just regular people trying to make it. But once he blew up, he changed. He started acting like he didn't even know us anymore. Now, Walter, look, let me go ahead on and play the audio for y'all, because y'all know I got left. Y'all know I got some audio for y'all. How loud, child? Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I'm moving as fast as I can. Now, look, I am going to turn me off on here because what I noticed is I hate that when the video is playing that my mouth is moving. So I'm gonna turn me off and then I'm gonna come back on when a video is off. Okay? So hold on, let me get to why I label that as Tyler Perry gay friend. I don't even know if the
Calling Tyler Perry out.
Hold on, let me put this video on for y'all.
Calling Tyler Perry out.
He had an opportunity to really change the view of black men. Tyler Perry's been gay since he popped out of mom's coochie, so what is the confusion?
When you were around Tyler, everybody was, y'all was just gay.
He never changed. He's still gay now. When Tyler Perry not said at that restaurant at 10th and 14th Street, and he went on about God and Jesus did this, and God did this, and God did this, I'm just sitting about thinking, okay, I don't want nobody to know I'm gay. I mean, you don't want nobody to know you gay. We got this restaurant full of gay people. There's this big table full of gay. What is going on here in your head? How many Christian black men do you get? I do them all.
The ones that claim they Christian, the ones that are out of the closet to me, but they're usually just gay.
Tyler's walking down that same path that he seems to see a child. And we as black Americans, are we ready to accept a black gay entertainer who's out and proud?
Yes.
Name me others.
Well,
So this house I'm in right now, let me show you how I invested into it.
well, I believe him. I don't know why. I don't know why. I believe him. That was the first time I seen that man, and I don't know how. I don't know how I just knew that man looked gay. And I'm not saying there's a look to gay, but I'm saying there is a look to gay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Judge me if you want to, child. Anyway, so now those close to Tyler. Now this is what the man is saying now. Those close to Tyler say that he hasn't changed. He's simply become more protective of his private life. Tyler always been about the work, okay? He's not fake, he's just private. When you're that successful, people try to dig into your life. So of course he's keeping things to himself. Still, Walter says he wishes Tyler would reconnect with his old crew. We're proud of him, but the person I knew back then, the guy with the big dreams and no ego, feels like he's gone. Well, that's just what happens, right? Now, whether Tyler Perry has changed or just evolved remains up to debate. But one thing is for sure, fame can rewrite a person's story faster than any script ever could. I kid you not. I wish a friend of mine would get up there and talk about I changed. I might do a follow up. I did. I surely did. I did. I realized, you know what? I wouldn't change. Listen, if I'm broke and I ain't got no friends, when I'm rich, I ain't gonna have no friends. If I have money and I have friends, them same friends I'm gonna have money with. If I'm broke and I got friends, when I get money, those broke bitches is rolling with me. I'm putting y'all on payroll, and I'm gonna put them in a position to where I can't fire them. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say if I turn one of my homegirls into like my assistant in a sense, like bitch, we be together so much. Here, I'm gonna pay you. You about to be my assistant. If I got it, if I could, whatever I could afford to pay her at the max. So let's say I could afford to pay her 150,000 a year, 250 a year. I'm a bam, bitch. You getting 250 a year. Now hire you an assistant, and she gonna be our assistant. Now I'm not talking to the bitch. You could talk to her. But if she get to messing up, she gone. You get what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to want to fire my friend because that's my friend. But I don't want my friend to be running errands for me and stuff because that's not her job. Like when Tamara, what's that girl name? Braxton had told Tony, she was just like, I want us to be sisters. I want you to treat me like a sister. Like I'm not your assistant. Like I don't want to be grabbing your bag and reaching for your napkins and handing you your water and all this. Like we're not even like that. And then it ain't about to be no resentment. Like I don't want you to start resenting me as a friend low key because I'm treating you like like you a worker bee. So bitch, I'm about to pay you. So whenever you want to cover the bill, you ain't feeling like it's coming from me. Like bitch, you earning your money. As long as we get you good. That's how I look at it. But everybody different, child. I got a friend who I've been friends with since I was in the second grade. So I don't know. My circle is small too, though. I don't mess around. But anyway, so I was gonna talk about the Michael Jackson thing, the Michael Jackson trailer yesterday. But listen, I don't know what had happened. It just slipped my mind, child. But like, okay, so here it is. Now the Moonwalker, the myth, the legend, dazzles, and electric teaser trailer for a long-awaited biopic, Michael. You know what? I'm excited about it. And so is social media. Social media is actually excited about it. Now, I have the trailer. So hold on, child. Let me pull this up. Because sometimes, okay, let me see what I did with that trailer. Okay, so let me pull the trailer up for you. So this is the Michael Jackson trailer.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this. The tracks are made, the songs are ready. Let's take it from the top. This is your story. Honor your past and embrace the future. That's what people want.
Q, can you lower the lights for me, please?
Okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man.
You know what? I hate to say it. I really do. I really do. I hate to say this. I don't even want to go watch it. Nope. I don't even want to go watch. You want to know why I don't want to go watch it? Because they did Michael dirty. They did Michael dirty. And they said, you know what? You don't want to make money for us while you're alive? Cool. Knock them off. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. This is my feelings. This is all my thoughts. These are all my points of views and my thoughts, right? But it's like, okay, well, you ain't gonna make money for us while you don't want to dance for us while you're alive. All right, well, go ahead on and we can make another one of you. Matter of fact, we'll just take the rest of you and just make money off of that for the rest of your life. The children sold back damn near all of his collection back to Sony, and he fought for that collection from Sony. He actually even said that they the devil. He got on there and said Tony Montana or Tony whatever the man name, the one that was married to Mariah Carey, that she is deathly afraid to speak his name. But they went on. He said this, so like I really just feel like sometimes when we as a collective say we're not gonna fool with something anymore because of XYZ, that we stick with it and not just let time pass and people forget and then move on. Like pass that hate talk, pass that type of hate to your children. You get what I'm saying? Like some people pass hate to their children for ridiculous reasons, i.e., just because of their complexion, hate them, right? Bam, gotcha, okay? But a legit reason is don't support any Michael Jackson music because Sony owns it and they are, from alleged allegations, they are part of the reason why the man died. That's a very valid reason to say, I'm not going to see this movie. So with that being said, I changed my mind. I'm not going to see it, and I'm not advocating for anybody else to go see it. Point blank and a period. And you can windmill with your mother. I don't even want to talk about the rest of it now. But the little boy, that is one of Michael Jackson's nephews. Let me go ahead on and finish this damn article here since I'm already on here. All right. So, social media is abuzz over the long-awaited Michael teaser trailer that dazzled its way to 30 million views in only 6 hours as a defining moment of the highly anticipated bio. Mhm. Now the director and it was directed by Antoine Fuqua. Is that dude that cheated on Layla Rashad with Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, who he left and had a baby with that Spice Girl, who ended up trying to sue him for more child support because her and her ex Belafonte had broke up because she was supporting him. She got tired of that. And then he tried to take her and Eddie Murphy's daughter from her so he could still collect child support and spousal support. That Anthony Fuqua. Oh, the second highest growing, so he's the second highest growth, black director of all time. Still a cheater. Michael stars MJ's nephew, Jermaine Jackson's son, Jafar. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. As a king of pop in the glossy film that seemingly captures the spirit of music's most golden era. Of course, because y'all don't want to talk about when he turned into a white woman and then y'all killed her. It's a damn shame. All right. Now, naturally, fans, they dissected every moment of the teaser, including a now viral video of Jafar child with the large prosthetic nose on, and that sparked endless debate over the accuracy and then people start mocking him and all kinds of stuff. I'm not about to read any of those comments because I'm absolutely just disgusted by it. I'm not going to see it at all. Ooh, let me get this nasty taste out my mouth. I need something that it has just aged perfectly. I'm talking about just as fine as wine. That would be. I did have two mojitos. I did have two mojitos. You know what? I went. I've been to Dubai a few times. Well, I've been to Dubai quite a few times. No, not on none of that other stuff. I went over there for work. I got paperwork. I went over there for legal job working work. And yeah, made me miss the mojito. That was the first time I had a mojito and was in Dubai. And I was at this rooftop bar and it was so nice. And when when I tell you it was just so fresh, and I've never in America had one that fresh before. Like you go places and you like, are those fresh? And they're like, yeah, 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 yeah. But when you get it, you just like, okay, either the liquor is bad or it's not a good liquor or what. But child, America been a third world country, and if you know, you know. Now speaking of fine, okay, Phylicia Rashad is 77 years old, baby, and she stuns fans with her natural beauty. Still dead drop gorgeous with no makeup on. Now, legendary actress Miss Rashad continues to prove that beauty, grace, and confidence never go out of style. The 77-year-old icon, best known for her role as the Claire Huxtable on The Cosby Show, turned heads this weekend after running into a fan, and the internet can't stop talking about how stunning she looked. Now, according to eyewitnesses, Phylicia was spotted out and about, casually dressed and wearing no makeup, when she was approached by a man and his young son who recognized her. The fan reportedly froze for a moment, clearly starstruck as he tried to find the words to speak to the award-winning actress. He was completely speechless, one onlooker said. You could tell he was just amazed. Felicia looked so elegant and radiant even without makeup. It was like meeting royalty, child. And so, in the photo that's circulating online, Phylicia Rashad appears effortlessly graceful, glowing skin, kind smile, and similar warmth that made her one of America's most beloved TV moms. Fans online quickly chimed in with praise, with one commentary writer saying, right? Phylicia Rashad is what timeless beauty looks like. She aged with so much class and grace. Somebody else said she's 77 and still one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood. That's real elegance right there. Throughout her decades-long career, Miss Rashad has embodied excellence both on and off the screen. From her groundbreaking role on The Cosby Show to her acclaimed performances on Broadway and her work as a director and educator, she remains a shining example of Black excellence in the entertainment industry. She's also one of those rare figures who's equally respected for her beauty, intelligence, and integrity, a triple threat that makes her a cultural icon. Ain't that about the truth? Now, Phylicia Rashad has that kind of beauty you don't have to manufacture, right? That's just what it is. It's confidence, it's wisdom, and peace. That's what makes her glow. Now, even as she continues to inspire new generations of actors and fans, Felicia has remained humble and grounded. She's known for maintaining a low profile lifestyle, focusing on mentoring young talent and championing the arts, right? Her recent appearance reminded fans that true beauty doesn't fade, it just evolves. Ain't that about the truth? Within hours of a fan encounter being shared online, social media lit up with admiration for the legendary actress. At 77, she continues to set the standard for class, elegance, and timeless beauty, reminding everyone that some stars never dim. They just simply shine definitely, right? So, and she do shine definitely in a different manner. And you cannot knock that at all. Let me see.
Heard that, Mason?
Hold on. Let me
Perfect.
You are perfect.
Yeah, baby, that's right.
Yeah. You smile so sweet.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Be well.
We're going to go in the house and watch all her shows. So you know exactly.
Okay, I was trying to get that thing to work for y'all over here, and it was giving me all kind of technical errors. And since this is a one-woman operation, yeah. All right, now let me get to this here shenanigans, cause I know y'all probably like, girl, when are you gonna get to this whole thing about Ice Spice and Barney, right? And I'm like, okay, cause I didn't even know, but it is a snippet. And I think that this is about Ice. This is okay. So look. So Ice Spice has officially released the full version of her song that set Cardi B on a wild tyrant last month. This is what that was about when she was like, "Oh, I want to fight her and all this." Oh, girl, let me get into this. Okay, so on Friday. Friday, yes, November the 7th, the 25-year-old rapper shared her new single "Pretty Privilege" along with a accompanying music video. Mm. Her self-directed video shows Ice Spice rapping her Route Riot USA production track in various places, from the inside of a vehicle to a massive white mansion. In the chorus, Ice Spice raps, "She might talk shit on the ground, but she won't talk it to my face." The line seemingly triggered Cardi B, who went off on Ice Spice team last month in a furious rant. Now, Cardi B said, "This is what she said. I'ma show y'all I'm not Lotto." This is her screaming at Ice Spice manager. I'ma beat her the F up. I'ma knock her the F out. All y'all, I'ma beat her A. I'ma get Riot beat up by my N words. Y'all gonna see what the F is up. Y'all think I'm effing P A Lotto. Y'all think I'm effing P as in a fem um a pussycat. Okay? Uh-huh. And y'all think I'm Lotto. Okay? Now, Cardi B put Ice Spice's team on blast after the Bronx native shared a teaser of the song on social media. Fans were convinced that Ice Spice responded to Cardi's diss on Maggot. However, others believe Ice Spice's controversial line is actually aimed at another female rapper by the name of Stunner Sadie, who has also been compared to Ice Spice. The rant caused Cardi to apologize to Lotto for mentioning her during the heated spat. Okay, now let's see here. Now let's see. Just to clip it. Y'all listen? Listen.
That's a fact. From the front, you see the back. PR said I'm clapping back. Cancel me, they really tried it. I'm so cocky, I can't hide it. Young and turn, I'm flirtatious. Make back truck, this shit is spacious. Serving face, don't need a dish.
I don't even need to hear the whole damn thing. That was enough. That was absolutely enough. That was 14 seconds. You know what? Yeah. I think that some of us, hey, listen, she say pretty privilege. And that was a privileged ass song. Because I don't understand what y'all see in her. Don't get me wrong. I have bopped to a song. What was the name of the song? I don't remember. When did it come out? I don't know. A couple recently, maybe? I don't know. I don't recall. I don't recall. All I'm saying is I blame you, the people. I do. I blame y'all. Y'all sit up here and y'all let these people just come in and just give y'all any damn thing. Speaking of, look, before I get out of here, let me hurry up touch on this real quick because I meant to talk about this too and I had passed it up. Now, Diddy, I know y'all already heard this, but let me go ahead on. Now, Diddy, aka the Diddler, aka take that, aka no, has reportedly been caught drinking homemade alcohol while serving out his sentence at the low security federal correction institution at Fort Dixon, New Jersey, right? Now, the reported incident is a stark contrast to the emotional plea Diddy made to the judge before his sentencing, where he promised to live a sober life. And he also said he gonna issue $2,000 checks to everybody when he get out. Reports of Diddy drinking in jail surfaced just after his 56th birthday. Okay, so they get him at a birthday party. The man, okay. We get that you can't drink while you're in jail, but damn, it was his birthday weekend. Like, come on now. Shoot, man, dude can't catch a break. According to Us Weekly, Diddy was caught with the homemade alcohol substance made from Fanta, sugar, apples, and a concoction that inmates allow 2 weeks to ferment before drinking. They had planned this shit. Now, the record producer, who was transferred to Fort Dixon late October from the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, is now facing potential internal disciplinary action for the violation. And this might not help with his appeal for early release either. Prior to his sentencing, Diddy wrote an emotional letter to the judge presiding over his case, asking if leniency and a chance to be a better man, right? In that letter, he specifically stated that he was sober for the first time in 25 years and vowed to maintain his sobriety. I'm continuing to the journey of remaining a drug-free, non-violent, and peaceful person. He further wrote, since incarceration, I have gone through a spiritual reset. I'm on a journey that will take time and hard work. I'm proud to say I'm working hard than I have ever had before. Now, Diddy was arrested, of course, as you know, in September 2024. He was found guilty in July on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, but acquitted of the more serious allegations, the racketeering and the sex trafficking, right? He was subsequently sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison. The conviction came despite Diddy's maintaining his innocence throughout the trial. Now, his legal team had fought hard for leniency, with Diddy concluding in his letter to the judge by asking for another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be just a better leader in his community, and just to walk free, right? To just live a better life. Asserting that his prison experience had changed his life forever and he would never commit another crime. However, Diddy drinking in jail directly threatens his current relatively favorable prison status. When he was transferred to DFC Fort Dix, a low security facility, that move would be the move would be a dramatic change for the better. Okay, so that was the reason why they changed him over there. People are also noting that Diddy was going from one of the most severe prisons in America to a low security camp that has no cell phones or bars, right? So Diddy would be safer here than at any other place since he was, since he had been charged. Enjoying a less regiment life where he could walk out for hours at the gym, take classes, watch TV, walk the track, whatever, right? So initially, sources claim that prison officials plan to move Diddy to a new unit following the bust, which would likely have been a less comfortable living arrangement. However, they later reversed that decision, allowing the record producer to remain in his current unit, and the official from the prison told the publication they had, no more information on the incident. Now, Diddy is currently scheduled to be released, of course, from the Fort Dix May 8, 2028. Hide your children. However, his ability to be released earlier hinges on him remaining on good behavior and completing the programs and all the other stuff. Child, that man ready to get out here and get his freak on. And if they was up in there making that liquor, child, you already know Diddy up in there having him a good old time. You know he in there having a good old time. Oh, child, we had an hour. Okay, listen, I wasn't even trying to hold y'all here that long. I had wanted to talk about Cardi B. I'm going to hold it to tomorrow. Anyway, I really do appreciate you guys, staying on and watching.
Oh, yeah, I know that this is it. 'Cause I know that I'm giving you a love. I love that you. Oh, yeah, I know that this is it. 'Cause I know that I'm giving you a love. I love that you can't resist, baby.
Move over, Denzel.